What do you think about Caleb?
I said it from day one. I liked him. I just said that he can do different things that no quarterback in Chicago has been able to do before. Athletically, we've seen ways. I mean, man, everything can go wrong and he can still make a great play because he's so athletic and his arm is so damn strong. But I just like him to make plays. And the number one thing is they run the piss out of the football.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job of running the ball. Obviously, last week they ran through Philly. That was amazing, by the way. That's one of the most fun games I've watched since I've retired. They just pounded them physically. Their defense played great. But he's got it all, man. And he's just going to get better and better. I feel like the more time he spends with Ben, the better he's going to get. And Johnson, what a job he's done, man. It's amazing when you get the right guy for the job, how they turn around.
Yeah. Like, Brian, obviously you had great talent. You were a top 10 draft pick. You were a guy who could do it all, could run like the wind, but coaching still matters. So, like, from a player's standpoint, even someone as talented as you, how much does great coaching mean to even great players?
I think number one for me when you talk about coaching, it's preparation. When you're prepared to play and you're not questioning, like I know when I line up on Sundays, there was no doubt what my job was every single play. And that it kind of frees you up and allows you to play fast as a defensive player. And it should be the same. I know most guys in our defense would say the same thing. It was so simple to just go out because all you had to do was run to the ball. You did your job and you ran to the ball. Coaching's a big deal, man. I think it gives you confidence, number one, and just kind of frees you up to go out there and be an athlete and play.
And it's about trust, isn't it? Once you trust that coach is going to put you where you will be able to get the most out of your ability, then you can just cut it loose.
100%. Like, you just don't think, right? I mean, it's kind of like second nature. You just kind of react, and when you're thinking on the football field, you're not playing fast. But when you're just reacting and being a football player, good things usually happen.
We're talking a lot about Bears-Packers, and you guys had some good fortune against the Packers. It was that moment where things changed. Lovey made a priority. When I mention Bears-Packers, what's the first moment or game that you think of?
Oh, man, I remember playing that. My first time I played them was my rookie year. We were 0-4, and we go up there and we beat them. I think they were 3-1. We beat them. But I remember I sacked Brett Favre in that game. I was so excited because I watched Brett growing up. But it's such a the rivalry is amazing because it's been going on for so long. But the respect I know going up there, their fans don't like us, but they're very respectful towards our fans, if that makes sense. My brother went to a bunch of the games up there. I just remember how they treated him, which was very respectful. They were always nice to him. He told me this after the game, of course. But it's such a big game. It's great for the NFC North when both teams are good because that rivalry needs to stay renewed.
When you were a young player, Brian, and did you need someone to educate you or teach you what the Bears-Packers rivalry is? Because word is like George McCaskey is talking to the rookies this week. Is that something that's necessary, or do you feel like, hey, guys got to learn it on their own?
What's George going to teach them about the rivalry? What do you think he's saying?
You tell us. What do you think he's saying?
I don't know. I'm going to think. Let me see. So, no, you kind of figure out, it's a different league because there's a ton more media in the locker room. And our local media kind of doesn't let you, let me see. You just know it's a big game because of those reasons there. But, I didn't grow up watching the Bears and Packers, so I didn't know anything about the rivalry until I got to Chicago. But you learn very quickly that it's a big deal. And like you said, Lovey made it priority. I think he understood what it meant to the fans. So he made it a priority when he first got there to say that we wanted to beat the Packers, won Super Bowl champs, all that good stuff. But the players understand that it's a big game. And it's a division game as well, so they're more important.
Brian, do you think that some of these rivalry games, or some of these rivalries, in fact, have kind of been diluted a little bit because it's such a, guys move around. You don't spend your entire career with one team, free agency or trades, that maybe that wears down some of the legacy or the history of these rivalries.
Well, honestly, I still think it's still the teams, right? And there are certain guys you put on certain teams that you relate them to, but I still think it's a team rivalry. But, there's certain guys, like I just said, for certain teams you relate to, but it's still Bears and Packers. It doesn't matter who's playing or who got traded to me. It's still Bears, Packers. It's a big deal.
All these years, as we've stayed in touch, we've always asked you, hey, what do you think about this quarterback that the Bears had? What do you think about this Mitch Trubisky? What do you think about this Justin Fields? Yeah. So I'm going to do it again. Yeah. What do you think about Caleb?
I said it from day one. I liked him. I just said that he can do different things that no quarterback in Chicago has been able to do before. Athletically, we've seen ways. I mean, man, everything can go wrong and he can still make a great play because he's so athletic and his arm is so damn strong. But I just like to make plays. And the number one thing is they run the piss out of the football.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job of running the ball. Obviously, last week they ran through Philly. That was amazing, by the way. That's one of the most fun games I've watched since I've retired. They just pounded them physically. Their defense played great. But he's got it all, man. And he's just going to get better and better. I feel like the more time he spends with Ben, the better he's going to get.
From a defensive player's perspective, you said you watched the majority of that Bears-Eagles game. What was it about the Bears' offensive line that they were doing that they had so much success moving them off the ball?
Well, I don't know what they did. I mean, they pushed them around. I mean,
just physical.
125. They just pushed them around. And those dudes up front for Philly are no joke. They got some guys that can play up there. But the running backs are strong as hell for the Bears. Monangai and DeAndre Swift are two, in my opinion, one of the more physical guys in the NFL. But, I mean, they were getting touched for 5-6 yards, and when they do, they run through tackles. So they're going to need that in the winter in Chicago, though, if you're going to win games in the winter. That's what you need.
Would you prefer to play against a team that's going to run it the majority of the time or pass it the majority of the time?
I'm sorry, I lost you, Waddle. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, going back to your playing days, would you prefer playing against a team that runs it the majority of the time or throws it the majority of the time?
Oh, I prefer running because, number one, it makes the game go by faster, and the clock doesn't stop as much. But I really didn't care. But if they're throwing the football, it's probably because we're ahead, right? So they're trying to come back. So I guess I would prefer throwing because that means we're probably in the lead.
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah, Brian Urlacher joining us. It's Waddle and Silvy on ESPN 1000. Like, is there anything that if someone asked you, someone inside that locker room who hasn't been here long, about what Bears and Packers that they should know about it, what would you tell them?
I mean, I don't even know. Just be ready for the different. Like I said earlier, you know it's a different week because of the media. It's so intensified this week. There's people in the locker room you've never seen before. People come down from Rebay to do try and get a bite for their station up there. So I would just say get ready for a little bit of extra hoopla this week because of the media presence that'll be in the locker room and around the facility that week, I guess.
How has Joniak treated you? So I've heard you've been in town for a couple
cruises.
Yeah, you guys going on a little bit of a cruise, huh?
He's the man. I mean, he just gives us layups the whole time we're up. Alex, myself, and Rex are up there just BSing about the 2006 season. And by the way, I forgot how awesome Rex is. I hadn't seen him in a few years, and I didn't hear him talk in front of a group in a while. AB's obviously great, but I haven't been around Rex in a while. I miss that dude. He's awesome. And I forgot how poorly he was treated by the media in Chicago until you hear him talk about the stories. I forgot how bad you guys treated him.
like how? Like how? Like give me an example.
How? I mean, every week Lovey went to the podium. Rex is our quarterback. Rex is still he said that 17 straight weeks in 2006 and 7, I guess. And then the next season he had to start out with saying the same thing. He had to get benched because I think the damn media pressure was too much on him. But I didn't realize how bad he was treated in his short 6-year span there in Chicago.
Do I have to remind you that you've told us year after year that Kyle Orton was your favorite quarterback?
No, I remember saying that, but I forgot how fun Rex was. So I'm not allowed to forget how much I like guys. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So I can't forget how much I enjoy being around Rex. How much I like him.
I'm just saying that's why people were asking. Hey, is it Kyle or is it Rex? But look,
so you guys ever actually Rex was never an option. I love Rex. Rex is the man, gunslinger. But Kyle understood we got to run the football. Rex had that gunslinger. I'm going to chunk it down the field, which was good sometimes. Sometimes it wasn't great. But All I was saying was I forgot how awesome he was, and hanging out with him on those boat cruises were a lot of fun. We had a good time.
You know who we saw too, who like I love. He's one of my favorite players, and I covered both of you guys in your rookie year. Was last 2 weeks ago when we were out. Waddle and I do the pregame show with Dion Miller, and we hear someone yelling at us because we're outside in the concourse, and I hear Silvy, and it's Mike Brown who comes back.
Mike B's the man.
Isn't what like how? Tell people how great Mike Brown was when healthy.
Man, I'll say this: if he starts the Super Bowl, we win. That's what I'll say. I mean, he was the guy. I mean, we lost Tommy that game as well. He didn't play, but if Mike Brown starts that game, there is no doubt in my mind I'm wearing a ring right now. But the guy's Johnny on the spot, right? All the pick sixes, all the fumble recovery touchdowns, always in the right spot. But he is probably the smartest player I've ever played with. Just knew the defense inside and out. Always great communicator. I was a first round pick. He was a second round pick, so we got that connection. But what a great teammate. He was fun. And if he doesn't get beat up, banged up the last 3 or 4 years, who knows where he ends up? But he got a bad run of luck there with those injuries.
Are we playing 36 tomorrow, or are we just playing 18?
No, I'm 47 years old. I just do 18 now.
Okay. Can't stay on the course
4
all
days
day.
in a row with these guys.
Yeah.
It's Chris.
I said you can't stay on the course all day these days at that age, right?
Well, no, I mean, I don't want to. I want to, I get up, work out, do my thing, and I get to the golf course at 10:30, 11, and then it's already getting dark at 5:30, so go and squeeze in 18. That's funny for me.
I said to Waddle, I go, if Urlacher is on his bike, if he's golfing or if he's fishing, that's pretty much what he does these days. Is there anything else that we're missing?
Well, hang out with the kids. Go to a lot of college football games. Oh, my gosh, lots of college football games. And then my middle daughter moved back home here, so that's great. And then Pamela's up in Milwaukee and Wisconsin going to Marquette, so she'll be done with law school in May.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's been fun years.
How is your son doing this year playing?
He started the last 2 games this season. His first start was at Oregon 2 weeks ago. He got a pick, and I think he had 10 tackles at Oregon. They lost. He played the second half versus Iowa. The kid unfortunately got hurt in front of him. So I think he had 7 or 8 tackles in that game. And then he had like 27 tackles in 2.5 games.
Wow.
And a pick. So, I mean, I tell you what, man, I'm so proud. He's just so physical, man. He'll learn how to be in position, and he'll learn the defense the more he gets in there. But he does not shy away from contact, which is what I love. You can't teach that. I don't care what anyone says. You can be a great athlete and everything else. But if you don't like contact, you're not going to like it. You're not going to teach a guy to like it. And he does not shy away from contact, which I really like.
If someone discovered you when you were in college and they're like, "Oh, we got to get this kid to a bigger school because there's now NIL, there's
NIL,
the portal,"
yeah.
would you have stayed or would you have followed the money?
It would have been hard to pass up with my financial situation that I was in college and growing up as a kid. It'd be hard to justify not taking a lot of money because it would help my family, So it would have been easy. And I love New Mexico. Don't get me wrong. 9-3 this year, by the way. Great season. Tied for the Mountain West Championship, but we don't get to go play in the game because there's a stupid tiebreaker in our conference that we don't get to play in the game. Anyway, I definitely probably would have taken the money and went to somewhere where they paid me more money.
Yeah.
How does your son like USC? What a history that school has.
He likes the weather, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
He likes Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln Riley's a great. He likes him a lot. Likes their D coordinator and the secondary coach. Great teammates. Same thing, you get to a level that same way as Notre Dame. He loved Marcus, loved his teammates, but the situation was a little different at USC for him in certain aspects, NIL wise and playing time wise.
Yeah.
Brian, it's always great to catch up. Enjoy the friends in town, and hopefully you'll continue to enjoy the Bears. Thank you.
Hit them straight.
Thanks, guys. Take care. See you.
There you go. There's Brian Urlacher.